appreciate it. So guaranteed rate, and we're losing our mic here, so you might have to yell a little bit, but here you go.
I'm losing my voice too.
Thank you. Here you go.
Go for it.
Hi, Happy New Year. Yes, we're lucky that Frank was last here and we had the opportunity to present today. It was great timing for us because we had to present and announce that we moved from Bay Equity to guaranteed rate and WISE and all of those things, so we appreciate that. Last year in December we moved from Bay Equity to guaranteed rate, and guaranteed rate is a larger bank with a stadium in Chicago. If you watch baseball, you probably have seen their White Sox stadium with their name on it and all of those, and TV celebrity, speaker or spokesman there too. So they are in the top 10. They say that in many of the products, mortgage product last year, they were fifth or sixth most volume produced. That was all exciting. Their numbers look all great. But we have been recruited and poached by many recruiters every week, if not every day. And we went through many of these interviews and presentations with their executive levels to figure out who can serve our clients better and where is going to be a better match for us. When we look at their numbers, one thing that popped up was their customer satisfaction and customer loyalty. Being in this business for 15 years, each of us, we have plenty of clients that are repeat clients, and we want to make sure that we can maintain that repeat business. We needed to have that satisfaction in our clients. And so far, in the last 30 days, we haven't heard anything but good things, either from our colleagues or our clients that we start using guaranteed rate for, that how their service and the systems are easy and smoother and all of those good things. All of these are just numbers, that what they say, what we look at, and the numbers are coming from their own surveys. So to dig a little bit further, we went into looking into the CFPB compliance. I don't know if you have probably heard about CFPB, but some more regulatory office that regulates mortgage companies. And one of the things that they do is to gather all the complaints from the clients that are not happy. Guaranteed rate last year had 26 complaints, which compared to some of the larger banks in that level, it's nothing, which, since most of them are over thousands. I'm not going to name the names. We have plenty here, so anyway, I'm not going to share that, but it's public information. We looked up there's a list of top mortgage originators nationwide that every year being released by multiple different resources. We looked it up and we noticed that company that we were with was really great. They had like over 20 loan officers in a pool of 400 top of the nation. So we're very proud of it. But when I looked at guaranteed rate numbers, it came to be 105. So that gave me an indication that there's probably something right with these people, that all these top originators nation, over 25% of them are with this company for a long time. Having that said, I'm going to pass it to Frank to share with you some of the tools and systems that they offer that's a little bit unique and different.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate to be part of the top 1% in the country as far as mortgage originations, both Hajir and I. So one of the biggest things when you're researching any company, this goes for you guys too, when you're getting recruited real estate wise to go to other companies, is something going to help you maintain the type of service that you currently have and then up the game in the current environment and where we see the mortgage industry and real estate going. So one of the first things that we saw is they were the actual first digital mortgage. So you hear the Rocket Mortgage, everybody now thinks mortgage is easy. We know it's absolutely not. But to give a practical side to that, so when you guys introduce somebody to us, we have a phone call with potential buyer. We have a 10 to 15 minute conversation with them, and this is the old world. Send them the application, and it might be a weekend, right? It's typically that, like, hey, we found the house, and they haven't get pre-approved, it's a Saturday or Sunday. And so I have to send the application to them, they fill it out, and regardless of where I am, once I get home, I go pull credit, I look at their application, I put in the loan structure, hopefully that looks good, and in order to pre-approve it, I go, now we need all these documents. right? And that is time consuming. In the digital mortgage world, the person actually goes into their application, can check their own credit, can actually include their own documentation and run DU through their application process. So when I go and upload their documents, when I go to their application, I already have possibly 90% of their documents ready to go. So then I can actually do the pre-approval. If they do it right, they can actually get a pre-approval letter through that process. So again, going back to maintaining what we had before in our current environment, we still have the same people reviewing all the documents to make sure that even though digital does it, that we still have people making sure everything is appropriately done, right? So this can be done same day. So just to give you a practical application of this as well, yesterday I had a client that did an application who I worked with like 6 months ago. He had credit issues. And so we coached him up on how to improve his credit. He's going through the application process, and then he sends me a screenshot and he goes, boom, and it shows a 733 credit score from 660. So I hadn't even got the application yet, and now he's excited and ready to go because now he already knows his credit score before I even do. So again, practical application to what we deal with in our industry. Also, so again, giving that example of that Saturday, Sunday, people are like, hey, I'm not looking right now until they find the right house, right? And because we just saw there were 20 previews today, and there's not a lot of inventory out there, so it's still very competitive out there. And we have to give our clients the best opportunity very quickly to make their offer very competitive. So we have it where if we have the client give us their information, have some disclosures, submit their file to underwriting by noon, they'll get an underwriting pre-approval same day. So within 4 hours, right? Again, a practical application to what we all deal with in our real world. One other thing in that closing. So closing is supposed to be a really fun thing, right? It's like, hey, I'm getting close to the finish line with my house. And then we say, congratulations, your loan docs are sent to escrow. Now you get to sign 40 plus documents with a notary. Now, how many people have worked with people that feel they should be pre-law when they get to this point, right? So some are like, hey, I've been disclosed this 50 times, I'm good. If it's all the same, we'll sign it and you're done in 30 minutes. The pre-law people, you could be there for 2+ hours because they want to see every single item. In our flash close environment with over 95% of our products, they actually get the loan doc sent to them the day before closing, where they're able to review all the loan documents online, and the day of the signing with a notary, actually sign electronically. Then when they go meet with a notary, it's 5 documents that they need to notarize. So think about the client experience at that point. Able to review, you don't potentially have pre-law stuck there for 2 hours, and it's actually a great closing experience towards the end. So that's considered our flash close with guaranteed rate. Couple different products give to you. So our first-time home buyers, 3% down, we give 2% towards closing costs, down payment to get to 5%. They can use it to prepay their mortgage insurance. It's just no strings attached first-time home buyer program. Most first-time home buyer programs that we've experienced in the past have strings attached. This one doesn't. It's just another great program to help out first-time home buyers. Now, for you guys in the room, so everyone that lists their home wants top dollar. Can we all agree with that? Yep. And sometimes when we go in the home, people are so emotionally happy about their house. They're like, yeah, we should get that top dollar. And you go like, might need some paint, might need some of this in order to get that top dollar. Now, if they need to get cash to do that, they either have to have cash on hand or do a home equity line or something like that. Home equity lines take 4 to 6 weeks, right? And you want to maximize the market now. So guaranteed rate through Goldman Sachs has an unsecuritized loan from $3,500 to $40,000. With people with good credit, they can access that money right away, and it's not from their house. So they can use that money to do the home improvements, pay off debt if they need to qualify, and it's very quick, it's same day. So it's a product offered through guaranteed rate by Goldman Sachs. Okay. So again, another practical program.
What kind of interest rate?
From what we've seen, it's like a credit card, right? So it's a line of credit, so it could be 7% plus. So, but the goal of this is not necessarily to have it long. There's no prepayment penalty and there's no fees with that credit line. Again, situational. If I spend a little bit of money here, but I make more because I'm selling the house for more, that's the practical side, right? So again, just another program that we have available through guaranteed rate.
Now, what's there for realtors? When we meet with our potential partners, agents to see if you're a good match and we can work together as a partner, a question that we ask all of them, and I'm going to ask you, oh, it's not what's the best door price. I know that's wine, Kevin, for sure. No question. But what we ask is, what's the most important thing that you're expecting from your lender? And what's important to you? What do you think is the most answer that we hear? You always have the right answer. So as most of you said it, communication is the number one that we get. And for that reason, Frank and I have been implemented weekly calls to both buyers and listing agents to keep them updated through the process. But through Guaranteed Rate, they have a gateless program that you can have access to the status of the process during the process live, plus tons of other materials and coachings and marketing materials that you can use. What is this? Oh, and we still have Garrett. We still have Garrett to help us with increasing visibility on your listings. He does the 3D tours and walkthrough videos and open house walkthrough videos, and through the different online marketings, he increased the visibility on your listings. Having that said, I think that's the last slide. Thank you very much for your time. Any question?
Awesome. Thank you all. Happy New Year.